What is a CO, and do you need a CO to sell your home in Monmouth County? Hi, my name is Melissa DeSantis, a broker associate and the managing broker of eXp Realty Central Jersey in Freehold, New Jersey. Today, I am going to talk about what a CO is, and yes, you do need one in order to sell your home here in Monmouth County. First off, a CO is an abbreviation for a certificate of occupancy. And if you are selling or plan on selling your home in Monmouth County, you are going to need this certificate from the township before you close on the sale of your home. Now, the CO process is different based upon the town you live in. The fees are different and the guidelines, the checklist, and the process is different. For example, if you live in Colts Neck or Howell, well, then you are one of the lucky ones. In those towns, they do not require a full certificate of occupancy. They only require smoke and fire certifications. So you're going to apply, pay the fee, which is minimal, and the township's going to come out and check your home to make sure that you have the required fire extinguisher that they want in your home and smoke detectors and carbon monoxide. The only exception to this is if you have a well on your property, then you're going to be required to get the certification for the well. If you have a septic system, then the buyers who are purchasing your home are typically going to do their own inspection and they will pay for this. Now, if you live in other towns within Monmouth County, such as Manalapan, Freehold Township, Freehold Borough, Marlborough, Millstone, etc., then you are going to need a full certificate of occupancy. Now, again, the process is different in each town, but unless you suspect that you may run into some issues, and I'll discuss what those issues could be. First off, you usually apply for the CO once you're under contract and have a buyer in place. Unless you suspect that you may have issues and you want to get a head start and be proactive. And where you could run into issues are if you did not obtain permits for things that are required. And you need a permit for things such as if you replaced a furnace, a hot water heater, an AC, you added a shed, a deck, a patio. If you did these things and either applied for a permit, but the inspector never came out to inspect it and closed the permit out, or you put them in your home without a permit, this is something that could delay the CO process. And I would highly recommend that you start your CO process before you even obtain a buyer or go under contract so that you ensure it's a smooth process and you're not delayed on your closing date waiting on the township to issue your certificate of occupancy. Every town has a list, a checklist of what requires a permit and what they're going to inspect when they come to your home to do the CO inspection. So it's a good idea to check your town's website before you put your home on the market so that you don't have any unpleasant surprises when you're in the middle of your transaction. Now, if you are one of the lucky ones, like me, and live in Manalapan, and I say this sarcastically, Manalapan not only requires you to get a smoke and fire certification, but they also require a full certificate of occupancy, and they now require a ZCCO, and that's a zoning certificate of occupancy. So what that means is you're going to pay an additional fee. You're also going to pay for a survey, and the survey has to be recent, within 6 months. Then the township comes out and they inspect your exterior of your property. If they find, for instance, a fence, a deck, a shed, a patio, any of these things that you didn't obtain a permit for or that are not in the appropriate place, you are going to have issues. Many Manalapan homeowners have had their closings held up because either these items, these structures weren't in the correct place within the guidelines, or they just did them without permits. So if you live in Manalapan and you're selling your home or plan on selling your home, I highly, highly recommend that you start on the CO process sooner rather than later. Go to Manalapan Township website, get the checklist, and make sure you get the guidelines for obtaining your ZCCO. If you plan on selling your home and you want to know what your town is going to require, go to your township website and they should have a checklist there for you that you can take a look at so that you can get a head start and be prepared. If you have further questions about the CO process or anything in general about selling your home, please reach out to me. My contact information is below. My name is Melissa DeSantis, broker associate with eXp Realty in Freehold, New Jersey.